Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Storm C here, and here we have the Don't You Just Hate That, which is 738 Annoying Things by Scott Cohen, and in this video, we will be doing part 5 of 6, which will be reading numbers 493 through 615. I've already done part 1, 2, 3, and 4, so if you haven't already checked those out, please do. And like I've done with those videos, what I'll be doing here is reading each one from 493 to 615 and giving my thoughts on it. So, here we go. 493. The white thread your vacuum won't pick up no matter how many times you run over it. Yes, I have had that happen before. But luckily, I live in a house now that doesn't have any carpet. So, I guess that's a good thing. Number 494. When you're at a coffee shop and a guy asks you, "Can you watch my stuff while I use the restroom? While I use the bathroom?" And you say, "Sure," and return to reading your book, and when he comes back, his jacket is gone. People have asked me to watch my stuff before, but no, that's not happened to me before. Number 495. American who use British expressions like calling soccer football or warning you to mind the gap as you're stepping off the train. I never knew mind the gap was a British expression, but I know that in Britain soccer is football. Football is what they call what Americans call soccer. But no, I didn't know mind the gap was a British phrase, so I guess that's not too bad. Number 496. Overhearing dad entertaining party guests with the story of how he caught you masturbating. Now, no, my dad's never caught me doing anything like that, but he has told some awkward and embarrassing stories about me whenever he's at dinner with his friends. Like about stuff I did when I was a little kid, that kind of thing. So, yeah, I can relate. Number 497. That you aren't supposed to touch a halogen light bulb while inserting it. That I didn't know. Number 498. People who wave their hand in front of your face while you're peacefully staring into space. Yes, people have done that before, and it is very annoying. All the time. Yes. And now we have number 499. That nearly every murderer, pedophile, torturer, extortionist, and rapist is a man. Yes. That is one of the most annoying things in this entire book. And that's saying something. And sadly, because nearly every one of these things is a man. For example, I was watching a video on Inside Edition about a babysitter who molested an 11-year-old boy, and she, obviously that makes her a pedophile, but she was only sentenced, I think, to was like 10 years. So in 10 years, she can come out and molest another child or screw a child's brain up or create another pedophile. But reverse the roles. So, but I'm sure if you reverse those, the genders, where a man's molesting an 11-year-old daughter, he would probably get life without parole and possibly the death penalty too. So yes, 499 is we need to start realizing that women can do stuff like this too. But sadly, most of them are men. So it is a sad reality, but yes, it is annoying too. Number 500. When neither of you is attracted to the other, yet you continue removing each other's clothing. No, because I'm not married, so no. Number 501. Finding the mail address to the prior tenant more interesting than your own. I don't really get that one, so no. Number 502. When your grandfather looks like Wilford Brimley with a mullet. My grandfather doesn't wear a mullet, so no. Number 503. That anxiety over a pregnancy scare can cause a woman to get her period later than normal. No, because I'm not a woman, nor have I been engaged, so no. Number 504. That there's no way to apply a computer's undo function to our personal lives. Yes, That is a very annoying thing to think about sometimes. And sometimes I wish I could apply an undo function in my personal life. So yes, 504, definitely relatable. Number 505, being the last person to stop applauding. Yes, I have been that person before, and it is annoying. Number 506, that finding your roach traps empty only adds to your fear that they don't work instead of reassuring you that you don't have roaches anymore. Yes, I feel this way about mouse traps sometimes. Like, I do have a few around my home, and I sometimes worry, do I really not have mice anymore in my home? Or is it just that my mouse traps don't work? Not sure that I really no longer have mice in my house. Number 507, the way your breath smells after drinking milk and keeping your mouth closed for 2 hours. No, because I don't really drink milk all that much, so no. Number 508, that it's no longer considered cool to get stoned in the woods and paint Zepp rules on large rocks. I never knew that was even cool to begin with, so I'm not sure. Number 509. In this romantic comedy, Hugh Grant plays a sensitive Englishman who gets the girl in the end. I don't think that's annoying. That's what, just like there's a couple others in this book as well that have these. But if that's what Hugh Grant's good at playing, that's what's going to happen. Number 510. When someone tells you that you don't take criticism well and you truly know they're wrong. Yes, I have felt that way before. So yes, that is annoying to think about. That one hits home to me. Number 511, stuttering while leaving a message on the answering machine of the one person you want to be romantically involved with. I'm not sure. Because I'm not engaged. 512. Laughing out loud at the movie you went to see alone. Yes, I have done that sometimes. Only I like to go to the movies with people. I don't like going alone. I've only been to the movies alone like maybe once or twice. So yeah. Number 512. Number 513. That all good things come to an end, but some mediocre things seem to last a very long time. Yes, every human can relate to that. Yes. Number 514, not being able to look the woman who cleans your hotel room in the eye because of the mess you left her. Yes. Yes. Unfortunately, I have done that before. Sometimes I can be a pig. Funny. Very funny. Number 515, 3 years into your marriage, your husband's gut really starts taking off. I'm not married, so no. And I would be the husband. Number 516, that nearly every square inch of Manhattan has been urinated on at one time or another. Sadly, yes, that is annoying and sad to think about at the same time. But I've only been to Manhattan a couple times, and I didn't go there thinking, oh my god, every part of this town has been urinated on. I don't think about that, but now I probably will. Number 517, when your wish as you blow out the candles is that this be the last birthday you spend with the people around you. It depends on the people, but no, I love the people I spend my birthday with, so no. Number 518, that you don't have the cash to fly on a moment's notice to Japan to bid on Paul St. Sergeant Pepper uniform. What the heck? No, I don't know about that, because no, I don't even know what I just read. Number 519, people who attach deep significance to their moronic tattoos. An example, the fire-breathing gargoyles on my shoulder represent my disdain for organized religion. I don't have any tattoos, so no, 519. Number 520, the smell of the circus. I haven't been to a circus in a long time, so I wouldn't even remember how they smell. But obviously this means that it's probably pretty bad. Number 521, people who hold a door open for you when you're 20 feet away, causing you to walk faster. Yes, I have done that before. Number 522, that some women use Sex in the City as a barometer for how to behave in a relationship. If women do that, I mean, I guess that's okay. I've seen a couple episodes of Sex in the City, so I guess it's not too bad. Number 523. This is a longer one. The strain of maintaining that grandma is the endlessly benevolent person your kids believe her to be, and not the manipulative bully you know her to be. Let me reread that. The strain of maintaining that grandma is the endlessly benevolent person your kids believe her to be, and not the manipulative bully you know her to be. Yes. Unfortunately, it's my grandma, my dad's mom, who I am very close to. I am definitely a grandma's boy. And I know her as an endlessly benevolent person, for the most part. But my dad believes her to be a manipulative bully, so yes. Number 524, that pancakes aren't considered a dessert. No, because I've had pancakes, and I wouldn't necessarily say they're sweet enough to be considered a dessert. They're more of a breakfast. I don't know if it's really annoying, but I don't think that they're considered a dessert. I wouldn't even call them a dessert, so no. I understand 524. Number 525, when movie characters make out after sleeping all night and not brushing their teeth. I don't really pay attention to that in movies, so no. Number 526, when empty ice cube trays are the only things you can find in your freezer. Yes, unfortunately, sometimes when I go into hotels that happens, and it is annoying, so yeah. 527, remembering the days when people told you that you looked good and meant it. Sometimes yes, sadly, because in the past few years I've started gaining weight and it's not been good. Number 528, feeling uncomfortable telling someone that she has food wedged between her front teeth, yet being unable to avert your gaze from it. Yes, but usually I would tell someone they have food wedged between their teeth. So I'm a person that does tell people about stuff like that, so yeah. Number 529, knowing that you succeeded by identifying and exploiting people's weaknesses. Unfortunately, yes, I have done that before, so yeah, not a good. Number 530, and I do regret it too. I try not to do that anymore. Number 530, people who watch TV news and interpret what they see as evidence that we need to bring on the final race war. Sadly, yes, the thought of that is annoying, so yes. Number 531, not being able to name one event that occurred between 1067 and 1491. I don't think that's annoying, but I can't name any event between that year and that year, so no. Number 532, nodding off during your drug trial. I don't do drugs. Number 533, the petty bickering that goes on at your synagogue. I don't go to synagogues. Number 534. In this movie, Michael Douglas plays a well-dressed man caught in a terrifying web of sex and deceit. Well, if that's the character he's good at playing, then that's usually what he's going to be. Just like all the other ones. In this movie, such and such plays a character that does such and such, caught in a such and such. So yeah, it happens. But no, I don't think that's annoying. Number 535. Personalized license plates that tell you the driver's occupation, example EDCPA. It doesn't bother me. Sometimes I think personalized plates are cool. I have some on my car, actually. I have personalized plates. But I'm not going to tell you what they say. And now we have another one of these really funny professionally annoyed. This one being 5 annoying things about being a company's IT person. Number 1, when I've tried everything I know to fix a computer problem and I beg my supervisor to come and he taps about 2 keys and the problem is fixed. Yeah. Number 2, when in order to show my supervisor what's wrong, I go through the steps to make the problem happen again and it doesn't happen. This is the funniest one. This is a funny one so far. Number 3, when a coworker has a computer problem and as soon as I get there, I know they've already restarted the computer, so the problem is no longer there. But when I ask them if they restarted the computer, they look at me innocently and say, "Huh? I didn't do anything. I didn't restart it. I haven't touched it since the problem happened." Number 4. When a coworker stops me in the hallway as I'm on my way home, finally, and asks me to help him with a problem because it will only take 5 minutes, as if I've got the word sucker written on my forehead. And number 5, fixing the computer of the person who flagged me down after 5 p.m. and hearing him say, "Okay, I'm calling it a day. I really appreciate your help. See you tomorrow." Of all the professionally annoyed things in this book, and there are a lot, this one is definitely my favorite. I mean, I've actually looked into cybersecurity, so maybe I will be an IT person. I don't know. But after reading this, I'm not sure now. Number 536. When all the ranch hands openly snicker at you even though you own the place. I don't own a restaurant, so no. Number 537. Being involved in an unfair fist fight. No, I've not, because I'm not a person that fights. Number 538. Channeling your frustration into a wild burst of consumerism. I have no idea what that even is. Number 539, the number of phone numbers you need to remember over the course of your lifetime. Yes, I have a lot of phone numbers written down, and they are a lot to remember. Although I have a smartphone, I don't have any, so I have, all the contacts. I don't have, any numbers I have to physically dial into. Or, I mean, sometimes I do, but, you know what I mean. Number 540, 6-foot-tall women who wear high heels to ensure that people of normal height feel inadequate. Sadly, yes. You know what I mean? Inadequate. Because, like I said, I'm a taller guy myself. I've mentioned this before. I'm 6'2", and if a 6-foot-tall woman wears heels, she's gonna be 6'2.5", 6'3". She's gonna be probably taller than me. So, unfortunately, yeah. I mean, why would women do that? I don't know. That's not all right. But no, I mean, number 541, people whose credo is healthy schmelthy. I've never said that, so I'm not sure about that. Number 542, gray 3-month-old snow piled up by the side of the road. Yes, it is annoying to look at. Yes. I live in Texas, so I don't get snow, at least not in the area I live in. But sometimes, for example, when my family and I, we go up to Salt Lake City in Utah, and we go on a ski vacation. I have elevators from there, so you'll know, because this channel is mostly elevators, and you'll see that. Excuse me. Number 543. People who say as their food arrives, "Oh, there's no way I can finish all that." And they do. Yes. Especially when that person is me. And that's me all the time. I think, oh my god, there's no way I'm going to be able to finish all this food. And I'm able to finish all the food. But then I'm stuffed afterwards and I don't have any room left for dessert. And when the dessert trays are good, especially if a place has a key lime pie, which are really good in Texas, then yes. I mean, it is annoying to think about. Number 544. When your well-to-do 60-year-old aunt refuses to date men her age because all they're looking for is a nurse with a purse. I don't have any. Actually, I do have my mom's older sister. She's going to be 59 this year, making her 60 next year. So I'm not sure about that. And she actually just got remarried. Number 545, having a strong physical attraction to a cartoon character. Yes, I have done that before, and it sucks. I kind of wish that character, and it makes me wish the character was in real life. But sometimes I feel for characters, cartoon characters. I really do. I can relate to them. You know what I mean? Number 546, cults that build up huge arsenals, refuse to pay taxes, and complain that the FBI is watching over them. Yes, that is very annoying. Number 547, old novels that use odd expressions. I know the answer, Billy ejaculated from his seat. Now, obviously, that has a very dirty word, the word ejaculated. But yeah, it's an expression that's Not used very much but sometimes I do read that when I read older books, but I don't really read ones. I don't know. Number 548. When your shoelace rips far from home. Yes, I have had that happen to me before, sadly. Number 549. How much more productive you were at work before email and the internet? Not me, because I'm a very young person. Like, I'm 20 years old in 2022, but I'm sure a lot of older people watching this video, which I'm sure isn't a whole lot, probably can relate. Number 550. The cruel life lessons that sports impart to kids. Sadly, yes. And I've been in that situation before. Number 551. People who refuse to see a psychologist because I don't need to pay someone to help me figure out my issues, but will gladly spend $100 a week at a tanning salon. Not really sure about that, but yeah, I mean, it's annoying to think about, but really, I mean, I don't know anybody who would necessarily do that personally, but I don't know. Number 552, what most telescopes are really used for. I don't know what most telescopes are really used for, so I'm not sure. But I think I have an idea. 553, that the U.S. Postal Service began issuing stamps in 1847, yet only recently figured out how to make them self-adhesive. Yes. Isn't that crazy? It takes so long. And this book is written in 2004, so yeah, that's still not even all that old. Number 554, when your fear of overpacking causes you to underpack. I have the opposite problem. I have a fear of underpacking, so it always causes me to overpack. I don't know why, but it makes me feel better whenever I overpack. Like, I pack stuff that's not even used for vacation. Number 555. Hysterically checking the places you've already hysterically checked while searching for your wallet. Sadly, yes. When I have misplaced my wallet, that happens all the time, and I do become hysterical. Number 556, meek office mates who you later learn to have been playing for keeps behind the scenes all along. Luckily, I don't work in an office job yet, so no. Number 557, when your situation is so hopeless that the best family and friends can offer for encouragement is, everything will work itself out. Sadly, yes, that has happened. I have had hopeless situations before. Sadly. Number 558, people who encourage their dog to hump humans. Who does that? Who in their right mind would do that? You know what I mean? Dogs hump people, particularly their legs. I had a dog try to do that to me, show me dominance, but I don't let him do that to me anymore. But who would encourage a dog to hump humans? You know what I mean? No. Don't want no dogs humping humans. Number 559, when your caller ID reads private or out of area, causing you to weigh the risk of answering an unwanted call versus the frustration of not knowing who wanted to talk to you. Sadly, yes. I mean, not on like the telephones, like with the cords, but like on my smartphones, if it says potential spam. But if it's called about a job offer or somebody really wanting to talk to me, usually when they leave a message, I'll know, but still. Yeah. Number 560, engaging in an activity that used to bring you great pleasure but now feels foreign and lost forever. Sadly, yes, I have had that happen to me before. I can't necessarily name something right off the bat, but still. Number 561, that yellow peppers don't receive the credit they deserve. A pepper is a pepper. Yeah, sure, they're all different, but in terms of like healthiness and nutrients they provide, then yeah. Yellow peppers are always left out because you've heard of red peppers, you've heard of green peppers, but not yellow and orange. So yeah, that's a little crazy. Then again, yellow peppers aren't as common as some of the others. So I get it. Number 562, people who use the phrase in the looks department. I don't know anybody who does. Number 563, that childhood bullies are often successful later in life. Sadly, yes. Yes. I mean, there was a kid, back when I lived in Ohio, there was this kid, I'm not going to tell you his name, but he used to, quote, bully me and torture me, and now he, like, owns, like, a company or something like that. So, I guess, even people that aren't really good. I mean, we eventually became friends, but when we first met, he was always trying to dominate me because he was a year older than I was, so I don't know. Number 564. When you have to cancel plans because you're sick but you don't sound sick. Yes, sadly, I've had to do that before, and it is very damn annoying. Number 565. Ethnic antagonisms that linger for centuries. I'm not really sure about that, but sadly, if that's the case, then yeah, it's annoying. Number 566. Paying a toll to cross a bridge when you know you're going in the wrong direction. Luckily, I've never done that, but imagine how annoying that would be. Number 567, that Starbursts don't contain 1 iota of nutritional value. And that goes for any candy. Yes, candy tastes so good, but it has not a single iota of nutritional value. Very, very sadly. Number 568. Never anticipating wealth and never receiving it. No, that's not me yet. Number 569. Being unable to get out of bed in the morning without promising yourself a warm Krispy Kreme donut if you would succeed. Sometimes I feel that way, but not really necessarily about a Krispy Kreme donut. We don't have a Krispy Kreme donut where I live, and the closest one is 45 minutes away. I'm not driving 45 minutes for a Krispy Kreme. But maybe if I'm in that specific area where I do have a Krispy Kreme donut, I'll go into a Krispy. It's been forever since you can even remember going to a Krispy Kreme donut place. All right, 570. When your steadfast avoidance of carbs impedes your ability to live a normal life. Yes, sadly, yes. With my overweightness, I'm trying to cut back carbs. Not full dieting, but still. And sometimes, yeah, I do feel that way. You know what I mean? Because you've trained yourself to need it. You're almost addicted to these carbs. Number 571. People who give tangential driving directions make a left at the school with the red stickball strike zone spray painted on the wall. If you reach the Plainview Diner, you've gone too far. They have a wonderful Greek salad. Yes, I've received directions like that, and it is annoying when you do. Number 572. Remembering what a perfect marriage you thought your parents had when you were a little child. Sadly, I do feel that way about my parents sometimes. Yes, and it is annoying. Number 573. How Hollywood can never capture the sound of someone's nose being broken. I don't watch a whole lot of movies where a nose is being broken. So no, I'm not really sure how that's supposed to sound. Maybe something like that. I don't know. I just don't. Number 574, suspecting that someone might have slipped a dirty dish in the dishwasher, forcing you to run it again, even though you're pretty sure you already ran it. Luckily, that's not been me yet. Number 575, coffee chains that expect you to call a small cup of coffee tall. Yes, Starbucks does that. It is annoying. Even though I don't really like coffee, I usually go for their cocoa and their other drinks. I don't like coffee very much. Number 576, shopping with a bickering couple. Sometimes when I shop with both my parents, that sometimes happens. They do bicker. 577, when your supervisor asks you to perform an ethically odious task. I have no idea what that is. But I'll look it up and see if that is true, but sometimes that happens. Number 578, fonts in which capital I's and lowercase l's look identical. Yes, and that includes my own handwriting because I just do a straight line for capital or uppercase I. I don't do that. I just do that. I don't do that to the I, just do that. And then my L's look the exact same. And so, because your handwriting is basically your own personalized font that nobody else can use. And my handwriting is terrible, but still, I mean, that is annoying to think about. G, what are you doing? Why do you need tape? All right, have fun. Number 579, the glutinous nature of internet dating. That's why you don't internet date. Number 580, the ease which Mickey Mantle leapfrogged other liver transplant applicants who'd waited longer, led less destructive lives, and were more likely to survive the operation. Luckily, I've never had to have a liver transplant, but yes, that would be very annoying. Number 581, waking up and thinking, oh crap, it's Monday morning. Wait, it's Sunday. Oh no, it is Monday. Yes, pretty much every Monday morning, that is how I feel. Number 582, friends who make a spectacle of themselves solely for the purpose of embarrassing you. Sadly, yes, my friends do that sometimes, and it is very annoying. Okay, wait, is it?
Yes, because I'm staring at your front door.
Okay, well, that means that garage door is probably broken. It acts up sometimes. I will go out there and take care of it when I get done making this video, which I will. But no, it's probably broken. Sometimes the chain doesn't latch properly and it'll close but then open right back up. I'll watch it when I go back in. But no, that's not okay if it's doing that. Okay? Good night, G. Number 583, when the winding steps of a spiral staircase forces you to focus on not breaking an ankle. Yes. Sadly, yes. I have had that happen to me before. Or I've never broken an ankle, but sometimes I've gone up a spiral staircase and I don't want to break an ankle. So yeah, I have to and it's scarier to go down than it is to go up, too, on those type of stairs. Number 584, the huge number of people who have never read Auden, Cummings, Dickens, or Yeats but purchased Jules' Book of Poetry. I am one of those people. Am I annoying? Number 585, when asked to name a weakness during your job interview, you reply, yeah, I have a slight gambling problem that sometimes leads me to theft. Luckily that is not one of my weaknesses because I don't gamble. Number 586, IKEA on a Sunday afternoon. Yes, I've never been to an IKEA on a Sunday afternoon, but I'm sure it's pretty busy. Sometimes, yeah, it is annoying when they ask you to name a weakness during your job interview. And sometimes I talk, because I do have a shorter temper, although I am definitely working on it, but still, it's a thing. Number 587, realizing that you are neither left-brained nor right-brained. I am usually left-brained. Number 588, when your doctor asks you to turn your head and cough as he squeezes your testicles during your hernia examination. It's not annoying, it's something doctors have to do. What's up, G?
You would actually be more right brain dominant because you are left-handed and the right half of the brain controls the left side.
I was watching a video that shows a spinning girl, and I watch it, and I usually watch it every couple days. Most of the time,
that's not the most accurate.
Okay, maybe it's not, but that's based on what I've seen.
Illusion on the internet,
okay,
but
if you're enjoying these, you're more than welcome to listen, but still. All right, I'll have to have a look. So maybe I am right-brained. I don't know. That was my sister. But no, 588, no, that's just part of a doctor procedure. I mean, I've had a doctor do that before. And back when I was like 13, 14, I remember when he would ask my mom to step out of the room, I knew exactly what he was going to be doing. And yeah, that's just going to get more awkward as I get older. Number 589, the apathetic look your pet gives you when you come home from a long vacation. Yes, that's my cat. Number 590, when your shower has terrifying temperature swings depending on when your neighbors flush their toilets. I didn't know that could even impact temperatures, so I am not sure. Oh, and yeah, like my sister Gianna said, yes, I am indeed left-handed. Comment down below if you're left-handed, because we are a 10% of the population. So, yes, I am indeed a lefty. Number 591. Fortune cookies that don't predict anything. Example, you are a bundle of energy, always on the go. Yes, I've gotten some stupid fortune cookie things. Like, I remember breaking... and earlier they mentioned something about a taste of a fortune cookie, which I actually like. But this is another one about fortune cookies. Fortune cookies, right? I remember cracking one open and it said, you will buy some new pants. And then another one that said, how about another glass of wine? Isn't that crazy? Number 592. When your roommate never has the money to pay the bills, all of which are in your name. I'm not really... no, because I'm not a college person. I've never been to college yet, so I'm not really sure. I've never had a roommate. Like a long-term roommate, you know what I mean? Like I've had sleepover with kids when I was younger, but still. Number 593. When a car is about to slam into yours and you instinctively push your palm into the center of the steering wheel, but the horn never sounds thanks to the engineer who thought it was better during an emergency to search for the little horn signals. Yes, I'm looking at you, Tesla. They do that. And this book was written before Tesla became such a huge thing. They're more of a technology company, than like a car brand. But, I do like Teslas. Don't get me wrong. I don't hate them, but still, I agree with everything that just said. Number 594. People who get so tense before an ostensibly enjoyable occasion that they make it impossible for themselves or you to enjoy it. Yes, people do that all the time. It is so annoying. Number 595. Slipping on ice with your hands in your pockets. Yes, I have done that before. Number 596. Waking up with your head resting on the shoulder of the stranger sitting next to you on the bus. Luckily, that has never been me. Number 597. Not knowing which pile to put your light gray clothing in while separating your laundry. No, I've not really had that because all my clothes are usually, for the most part, they're usually pretty reasonable. I have a few that I have to decipher between darks and lights, but it mainly, I sometimes do it depending on which pile is bigger, but usually I have more clothes that go into darks than lights, so if I have something that I can't decide which goes to either or, I throw them in the lights, because to make the pile bigger, you know what I mean? And now we have another one of these professionally annoyed. Let's see if this one's as funny as the last one. So this one, we have 5 annoying things about being a waitress at a trendy restaurant. Number 1, when customers on special diets demand that you remove the key ingredient from the chef's specialty. Number 2, when you're on your way to table 12 and table 10 asks for their bread, not grasping that the kitchen is not between tables 10 and 12, so that it is simply impossible for you on your return trip past table 10 to miraculously appear with a basket of bread and rosemary-infused olive oil, and then they tip you 8%. Number 3, picky eaters who demand to know every ingredient in every dish on the menu, and then say, I guess I'll have the penne with tomato sauce. Number 4, when at the end of your 8-hour on your feet shift, you're dying to go home, but there's just one table that absolutely refuses to ask for the check, and all you can think about is your 90-minute commute while they sit there chatting away over their tiramisu and cold coffee. And number 5, when a very large party have finished their meal and you've entered their bill only to have them announce, I'm sorry, but those 2 over there want a separate bill. I want all my food on my own Amex. Those 5 each want to pay independently. And can we please pay for all the alcohol in cash? That's a funny one, too. Number 598. When your husband comes home stinking of gin, rushes past you without a kiss, heads for the bathroom, closes the door, turns on the faucets full blast, and yells out, "You go to bed, honey. I'm gonna be a while." I'll have to ask my mom about that and see if my dad does that. Number 599. Realizing that you're completely ignoring the meaning of the words you're reading and wondering how long you've been doing that. Yes, I have done that before. And yes, I have pondered on that. Yes. Very annoying. Number 600, that your voice only sounds good to you when you're singing alone. Sadly, yes. I do karaoke sometimes, and sometimes I realize that maybe my voice isn't that very good. I should make videos of myself singing and put them out so I can hear what other people have to do. Number 601, when the person holding the camera can't locate the right button, forcing you to stand with a fake grin frozen on your face. Yes. Every time I'm forcing myself to smile on the camera, it's always fake and it's very obvious that it's a forced smile. 602, typographical errors. Yes, very annoying. Look at that. And that was done on purpose, obviously. See that? 602, yeah. Look at that. Crazy, huh? 603, no matter how thoroughly you heal from the loss of love, you are never completely safe from the sudden sting of a vivid remembrance. Luckily, I've never had to experience that, but it is sad. It's not really annoying more than it's sad. Number 604, any waiter who asks, how's everything, more than twice during the course of your meal. Unfortunately, that annoys me sometimes, but maybe it's because company policy forces them to do so. So, yeah. Wow, 602, typographical errors. There was another one earlier in the book. Yeah, I found it. Having to accept 443 for what it is, which is completely blank. Number 605, hearing a toilet flush on the other end of the phone. No, it makes me laugh. I don't think it's annoying. I think it's kind of funny. Number 606, that convenience stores at night are inherently frightening. Sadly, yes, I do think of that. And I have been to a convenience store at night, and it is frightening. Number 607, wildly uneven cheese distribution within an omelet. I don't eat omelets, so no. Number 608, that even the softest bicycle seat can become ruthless. Yes, very sadly, as someone who rides bike quite a lot sometimes. Number 609, alcoholic workaholics. I don't know any. Number 610, when your husband's violent temper causes him to be passed up for promotions. Luckily, I'm not married. Number 611, hoping for an enthusiastic response and getting a non-committal one. Sadly, yes. Number 612, when you bring the salad from the local deli back to work and they forgot to give you a plastic fork. Sadly, yes, I have done that with Olive Garden. Olive Garden, with their salad, has forgotten to give me a plastic fork when I bring salad to my workplace or my home. So sadly, and that is the 612, which means we do have to end. Sorry, I kind of rushed through, but it is late and I do kind of want to get to bed. But stay tuned for part 6, which will be the last part of this book. Reading numbers 613 through 616 through 7. Hold on. Actually, I screwed up. 492, 493. Actually, we need to read 3 more. So here we go. 613. In this Academy Award-winning performance, Tom Hanks plays an everyman whose inner strength proves greater than the considerable adversity he faces. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Forrest Gump. But yeah, I mean, that's what, just like with all the other versions of this in the book, that's what he's good at. It's not annoying, it's a fact. Number 614. Being told my money's in the bank, sonny. I've never been told that, so no. Number 615. Unable to get out of the way of the loud ambulance behind me because of all the traffic in front of me. Tension. Yes! That happens all the time with me. Of course, it's all hyphenated, which makes it even better. Now we can end. So 616 through 738 will be the last part. Thank you all for watching. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel and turned all notifications to all, please go ahead and do that. All right? So you can get notified every time I watch a video. And thank you all for watching.